Washington, D.C., a beautiful night in the capital. It's almost an even split between Syracuse, New York, and Raleigh, North Carolina. And smack in the middle, that's where the action is tonight. You're watching ESPN's Champ Week, presented by Principal. This is the ACC men's basketball tournament presented by T. Rowe Price. Tonight, the number 7 seed and the 10 seed, the Orange and the Wolfpack, squaring off here in round 2. Now, earlier today, plenty of action here in D.C. Florida State got a tremendous effort from Jameer Watkins. 34 points to beat Virginia Tech. The Seminoles flying into the quarterfinal round. That will be tomorrow. And a game that followed, Wake Forest got a must-win over Notre Dame. A very balanced attack. It was certainly a must-win if the Demon Deacons want to be included in the big dance. So we check out the bracket. FSU facing the number 1 seed North Carolina at noon tomorrow. Wake Forest and Pitt will meet at 2:30 in the 4-5 game. Duke and Virginia awaiting their opponents. And tonight, number 11 seeded Boston College taking on the 6 seed Clemson. Thanks so much for being with us here in Washington, everybody. Dave O'Brien, my partner Corey Alexander, Angel Gray joining us in just a couple of moments. And Corey, this will be the 3rd meeting between these two teams. The first couple of games, well, we know how that went. Syracuse won them both.
Yeah, went Syracuse's way, but they say that it's hard to beat a good team 3 times. So what we're going to find out tonight, is North Carolina State a good team? They absolutely looked like it yesterday, scoring a season-high 94 points, and more importantly, getting to the free throw line 40 times, OB. They lived there making 33 of those 40 attempts.
Well, take a look at that season series and how it has gone down between these two. And can't say absolute dominance for Syracuse, but they won it on January 27, 77-65. Syracuse beating NC State 87-83, a tighter game in February. Starling averaging almost 20 points a game against the Wolfpack.
And there are a number of guys who have had some spectacular numbers from the Orange against the Wolfpack, including Malik Brown, first-team All-Defensive ACC, and Quadia Copeland. Both those guys had elite performances against the Wolfpack.
Time to bring in Angel Gray. And what is the big news tonight for NC State? The question is DJ Horne going to play? He didn't yesterday because of a hip problem. What's the verdict on that, Angel?
You're right, OB. He was listed as questionable for tonight's game. He went through a 15-minute warm-up earlier. He said he felt great. He gave his trainer the thumbs up, so he is cleared to go. So what does that mean for the Wolfpack in game 2? Well, Coach Keith said the thing that he loved about their previous game was that they were able to share the ball. All but one player had an assist. 5 of them had 2 or more. So what he was saying about the insertion of DJ Horne, making sure the ball doesn't stick, no hero ball, and making sure unselfish play is what helps him advance in this tournament.
Well, he's such a big factor when he's on the floor. 31 points against Wake Forest, 32 against Syracuse, at least 25, 5 consecutive games earlier this season. He can absolutely explode.
He absolutely can. And one of the things where Angel talked about the ball not sticking, the way they shared the basketball yesterday, if DJ Horne comes in and plays that way, this North Carolina State team can be dangerous.
NC State at 18-14, Syracuse 20-11, and still has hopes of an NCAA bid.